And then we fucking finished. It was so dark. Look how dark. To be fair, it wasn't as dark in real life. Like, I could see a little bit better than this, but it was still pretty dicey for sure. Luckily for me, I was like wearing a white coat with, it was reflective, and I had a bag that was reflective green. But yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So it was a pretty tough day, all things considered. The good thing about tough days, though, on the Cyclethon is that people donate more. It does suck for me and for Chris and for anyone else on the bike, but chat often donates more during those days. You know, it's kind of, I think people get more inspired and people kind of appreciate the struggle that we go through. So people donate a lot more. And I do really appreciate that. And so the empathy donos, yeah, I mean, it's true. We always get like a 30% increase in pity donos on the days like where we're dying. So theoretically, if it was all dying, we'd make more money for charity. But unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, that isn't the case, thank God. How many hours of sleep did I get? Like 8. I mean, luckily that hotel that night had an onsen, which helped so much. And I remember getting in the onsen and it felt like thawing an ice cube or something. I remember my internal temperature was still so low. Because if you, I don't know how to explain it, but if you've ever been like really, really cold all day and you get in like a hot bath or something, it's such a weird sensation because you don't heat up right away. It takes a little while. It doesn't like happen. And even though you've been warm for maybe like an hour, like you've been out of the rain, it still doesn't like, you're still really cold internally. It's so like weird and it doesn't feel good. And that day I was so, oh my God, I was crashing out because I went to the hotel and I'll explain this. So in Japan, when you stay in a hotel, if you're a tourist, they ask you for like proof of like identification. If you're a resident in Japan, they're supposed to just ask for your address on a piece of paper. Like you write it. There's like no check or anything. But always in Japan, they always ask, because you know, I look foreign. They always ask for like my like passport or something. And I'm always like, well, I live in Japan. So they normally are like, oh, okay. So just write it down. And that's normally the end of it. But they normally always want to ask for my residence card. And this hotel, for some reason, was like not having it. And I'm like drenched. I'm like a dead rat. And I was like, dude, I didn't have my card because it's all in like the van gang. You know, they keep everything. And I only take into the hotel what I need, which is like the charging stuff and like my clothes. And I was like, and it's like, this guy's like 80. And I'm like, dude, and I'm telling him in Japanese, I'm like, hey, I live here. I can just write down my address. And instead of like answering, he did like the most Oji-san thing, which he just stared at me. And I was like, can I bring my ID tomorrow morning? And he just kept staring at me. And I was like, I don't have it. Can I get the room key? I was already holding the room key actually. And I was like, dude, I turned to Chris and I go, hey Chris, can you help me out here? And he's like, what do you want me to do? You already told him in Japanese. He's not having it. What the fuck do you want me to do? I was like, yeah, I guess so. So I just looked at him and I was like, I put all my stuff down. I went into the car and I was like, hey, where's all my wallet and stuff? I was like, okay, I got it. And I went back and then he took it and he scanned it, which again, they're not supposed to scan it. And I'm like, but I was like, I had no energy to be like a Karen and fight this, but I was so annoyed. I was like, oh, but the onsen was really nice. So I appreciate that. But I was just like mentally dying and Chris was like laughing at me because I was like, dude. And then I was telling Mouse about it afterwards and Mouse went, oh, wow, baby's first racism. I was like, oh. I was like, no, I'm white. This shouldn't happen to me. What the fuck, man? This doesn't happen to me. What the hell, dude? Yeah, Mouse made fun of me. So that was fun. But that day, although it was hell, I think was ultimately, it was a lot of fun and I'm glad we got to do it.